Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, will you please stand for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the pledges of allegiance? Gentlemen of the audience and senior class, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Sadarani, and I'm the president of the 2018 graduating class of Clearbrook High School. I would like to welcome you to our commencement ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce Ryan Hamilton, class treasurer and student council president, who will introduce our guests from the Clear Creek Board of Trustees.
Good evening. It is my honor to recognize the members of the Clear Creek Board of Trustees who are in attendance tonight. They are Ms. Paige Rander, President, Dr. Laura DuPont, Vice President, Mr. Jay Cunningham, Secretary, Ms. Jennifer Braudel, Ms. Ann Hammond, Mr. Chris Reed, and Mr. Arturo Sanchez. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Good evening. My name is Nicholas Boletto, and I am the Vice President of the senior class. I would like to ask the members of the Clear Creek Independent School District Administration that are with us on stage to please stand so we may express our appreciation. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Bertram, and I am the class historian. I would like to ask the members of the Clearbrook administrative team, the counseling department, and the teachers to please stand so we may express our appreciation. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Good evening. My name is Ava Sherry Madari, and I am the class secretary. There are several administrators from other schools in CCISD that were part of our seniors' journey to this moment. It is my honor to introduce them to you tonight. Miss Jennifer Buckles, North Point Elementary. Miss Stephanie Cooper, Westbrook Intermediate. Miss Lisa Gaffey, Green Elementary. Miss Buffy Johnson, Wedgwood Elementary. Miss Sarah Konishik, Ward Elementary. Miss Sharon Lopez, Seabrook Intermediate. Miss Deborah Reno, Landell Elementary. Thank you for joining us this evening.
As we gather today in Challenger Columbia Stadium, we pause to remember the astronauts who perished on both the Challenger and Columbia space missions. Many of these astronauts also served their country in the military. These brave men and women have all served their country with pride, honor, and courage. Graduates, if you have committed to serve in any branch of the military, please stand and be recognized. Also at this time, we would like to ask all men and women who are currently serving or have served in any branch of the military to please stand so that we may honor your service to our country. Thank you. I would like to now introduce Dr. Greg Smith, Superintendent of the Clear Creek Independent School District, who would like to address the graduates.
Congratulations to the Clearbrook High School class of 2018. We are so glad to have you here. I want to also start by thanking my team of workers who have paved the way for a successful event, and that is our maintenance workers, bus drivers, Galveston County Sheriff's Department, Technology Department, Safe Schools Department, and Mr. Scott Bach, our Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools. Please join your show appreciation for their work there. This is their 7th graduation ceremony since Wednesday night, and they've really done an outstanding job. I'd also like to thank the Board of Trustees. For all 7 of them showed up for all 7 graduation ceremonies. Thank you for your time and your busy schedules along with your family commitments. Thank you. You know, the people in this stadium tonight are beaming with pride, including me. You are an amazing group of young adults. As you leave here tonight, the world awaits you. And I can imagine that next step has brought forward a variety of emotions from happiness, anticipation, and yes, even some hesitation. Moms and dads, I was referring to you. Your kids got this. They really do. Just ask Caleb Chapman. He knew he had it and left for A&M in January. But don't get a big head, Caleb, because we all know that you got your toughness, compassion, and resiliency from your mom. As superintendent, I've had the opportunity to witness the Wolverine spirit and drive for success in person on many occasions. This school produces outstanding graduates who just outshine, outthink, and outperform peers their age. They were never fooled by the calendar, as they found there are only as many days in the year as you make use of, and boy, did they make use of them. I was reminded of that from my recent visit to Brook to watch the TEDx event. That was simply a wow. If those performances are any indication of the future you will lead, the world better watch out, because the Wolverines are coming. You have the skill set and, most importantly, the determination to realize your hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Many of you are already realizing them, and we've not handed you that special piece of paper yet. Take your friend and mine, Semantic Pyra. He's made the world a better place because of the love and support of his teachers, family, and friends in the stadium. I was awestruck when his science fair project allowed a man, his mentor, who was crippled by polio, to walk with dignity again. Yet Semantic is not alone. Semantic is one of a cluster of young scientists who have participated in science fair for many years, over 12 years, and uses Clearbrook High School and the surrounding community as their laboratory, led by a phenomenal teacher like Miss Garza. Yes, Clearbrook High School is an incubator of excellence. While many of us fall asleep with our phones, wake up to our phones, check constantly on the goals our devices set for us, and spend much of the waking day responding to the latest beep or ping, this cluster of students are alert and responding, and so do many of you in this class. My charge to you is to stay alert. Which of your daily alerts really matter? Do you leave time for spiritual alerts, physical alerts, emotional breaks, family time, or are you a slave to the beep or ping? Many of our graduates are improving the lives of others through their daily walk. We saw that in the force through the recovery efforts from the storm in the fall. Dalton Reichert knows firsthand. His home was seriously damaged due to the storm. He and his family had to evacuate in the middle of the night on a raft. When he returned to his home, his teammates from the Clearbrook High School football team were waiting to help. Dalton and his teammates didn't rest. They kept going, home to home to home, neighbor to neighbor. There is a metaphor here, and that is this: if you find yourself on a raft and afraid, your family, friends, and faith will be your cavalry. We have graduates who will serve their country with pride and honor, graduates like Joseph Prasik, who will attend the United States Air Force Academy to study mechanical engineering. Joseph is pretty resourceful, too. When he could not land a summer job, he decided to become his own boss. Why not? And started a business through social media. Because of his work ethic and friendliness, Joseph has been referred to many, many times. Joey's life lesson resonates with this crowd. Work hard, be nice, and great things will come your way. Congratulations, Joseph. You know, as you leave here tonight and go your separate ways to these gates, that you come through a community of explorers, it's just in your DNA. You sit tonight on Apollo Field inside Challenger Columbia Stadium with the inscription from President Reagan that reads, "The future does not belong to the faint-hearted, it belongs to the brave. So be brave." Because at your 20-year reunion, you will be more disappointed by the things you did not do than by the ones you did do. So as Mark Twain said, throw away the bowlines and sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in you, and sail, explore, dream, and discover. Now, many of you have been without your electronic device for quite a while tonight. So I hope you found that your hearts are not weighed down with the worries of life and can enjoy this moment where you are surrounded by your friends, by your family, and loved ones. Best of luck to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Please welcome Akil Majmudar, who will address you as class salutatorian, followed by Samantak Pyra, who is valedictorian of the class of 2018.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and class of 2018. I'd like to begin my speech with some enlightening words I first heard as a young student in elementary school. The FitnessGram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Back then, life was easy, and being the fastest person in the room automatically being the coolest person in the grade. I never imagined how prophetic the notorious FitnessGram would be for my high school career, which definitely became more difficult as it continued. During our 4 years at Brook, we've all probably thought that some of our academic struggles made high school feel like a giant pacer test, whether we were frantically rushing to complete tests in class or questioning the apparent futility of our homework assignments. We hit the ground running in freshman year, and the craziness with the infamous gas leak and multiple flooding events made the adjustment from middle school that much harder. We had to pick up the pace in junior year when we were confronted with certain standardized tests whose names I refuse to mention. Yes, I still get flashbacks. However, beneath all of this chaotic activity, there was still a sense of normalcy. We were gradually learning to push our academic boundaries and accomplish things far greater than we ever imagined possible. Of course, the universe must have decided that our high school experience would not be complete without a crazy senior year. College applications seem to last forever, and that's probably our fault. Hurricane Harvey barged in uninvited, turned Houston into a massive lake, and disrupted the lives of our friends and teachers. And Mr. Longo broke one of his legs in another skiing accident. Perhaps it was not the best idea to ski backwards down the most challenging slope. Regardless, we've made it to this moment. Amid all these trials and tribulations, one thing is certain. We've consistently met all of our challenges head on and triumphed over them. One way or another. We failed epically at all sorts of assessments, sports matches, and extracurricular competitions, cried our hearts out, and then recovered stronger than ever to be better next time. And at the same time, we've grown personally through our friendships and relationships with our peers. These 4 years would have been awfully lonely if I didn't have my friends to lean on while pulling all-nighters, or to bond over hilarious AP test memes. To the entire class of 2018, I just want to give my thanks for fostering a diverse yet tight-knit community at Brook where every student could feel right at home. And before I forget, I want to thank my closest friends, Wikipedia and Google, for getting all of us to this point. To our administrators, I've always been amazed by the outstanding dedication and leadership that you've demonstrated throughout the years. You were the thread that held the school together despite endless interruptions to our academic calendar. And you guys worked some sort of magic in response to the suspicious package to fit 2,196 unruly teenage students into the auditorium and gym. Seriously, that was a miracle. But more than that, you've been so open-minded and friendly with the students. I mean, I don't know any other school that allows its students to bang pots, pans, and garbage cans between classes during the homecoming carnival to celebrate our school spirit. But on a more serious note, we appreciate that you've given us a voice in the school, listening and adapting to our concerns. We wanted to show our solidarity with the students of Santa Fe after the tragedy that occurred. It goes to show that even as young adults, we can make a difference in this world. Of course, Clearbrook would not be the great place it is without our teachers. They've imparted valuable knowledge and skills to us and inspired us to pursue our dreams. More than that, they've repeatedly put up with our nonstop complaining about homework and our sleep-deprived yawning, sorry about that, on top of all the responsibilities they have. Sorry, Mr. Page, I know we were probably the reason behind your retirement. Also, I'd especially like to thank Mr. Harris and Mrs. Garza for showing me the inner workings of academic research and always inspiring my curiosity. Finally, to my amazing parents, brother, and extended family, thanks for keeping it real, showing me that grades are not the ultimate goal in life, big surprise, and making sure I made it to school mostly in time. The values you've taught me will stay close to my heart forever. Now more than ever, we need to take our school's motto, "On a quest for the best," to heart. The sentiment behind these words is not to rise to the top by crushing all your competition and ruthlessly pursuing success. It's about continuously discovering your inner passions in order to become the best person you can be and realize your greatest potential, a lesson that began at Brook but will continue to influence us far into our futures. So congratulations, Wolverines. We finally graduated from the FitnessGram Pacer test, thank goodness. And we're ready to start running our own marathons. Entering the real world is undoubtedly an intimidating prospect, and we may have doubts about whether we're truly ready to solve society's pressing problems. But have you seen how awesome our class is? With tons of state-recognized athletes, internationally competitive scientists and robotics competitors, national drumline championship winners, exemplary artists, students committed to community service, and our very own cadet, Joey Prasik, proudly representing Clearbrook in the Air Force Academy. I know our potential impact is limitless and unstoppable. All we have to do is line up at the start.
Good evening, Clearbrook High School, class of 2018. Happy Pride Month. In ancient Greece, there was an ultimate symbol of victory and honor at the Olympics, at poetry festivals, and even in war. They were wreaths of leaves, laurel leaves, placed on the heads of the champions. Though, given recent Twitter debate, we might very well call these wreaths of laurels wreaths of Yanni. Naturally, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to everyone. It's my true honor to be able to speak here in front of you all tonight. Class of 2018, it's taken an unbelievable amount of work to get where you are. Late nights studying for tests, early mornings waking up for practice, and now, after all of that, we're at the last stage of our school career, ready to go off into the world, whether it be college, work, or a million other options. And that variety really struck me, because life isn't like IKEA furniture. There's no instruction manual to follow. And so we often wonder, do we know exactly what we're doing? Is this the right set of instructions if we're having to write the manual ourselves? So what I wanted to talk about here is the great question that a famous internet philosopher once asked. Do you know the way? But first, I want to take a moment to recognize all of the people who, up till now, have shown us the way, and without whom we wouldn't be where we are today. Thank you to all the administrators for watching over us through our years at Brook. Our APs, secretaries, counselors, and everyone throughout the school running the behind the scenes. We appreciate you unspeakably much. Dr. Staley, Dr. Smith, on your student panels, I've had the privilege to get to see the inner workings on a school and district level. Thank you for all you've done with the resources we have available to make Clearbrook and CCISD as amazing as they are. I think the phrase leaders in visionary education often goes underappreciated, but after interacting with students from across the world at various competitions, I can truly say we're at the forefront of education in our country. Thank you to our teachers for everything you've done for us during these 4 years. From going above and beyond curricula to prepare us, to creating and coordinating the very first TEDx event in our school district. From giving us snacks and helping with college essays, to staying after school on weekends and evenings that turned into late nights to help us prepare for AP tests or print boards for science fair. From supplying us with anecdotes about the FBI to your love of Nike shoes. There are too many names to list too many adjectives I could offer to say simply how wonderful and kind and selfless you all are, and how much your dedication and passion means to all of us. Can we take a moment to recognize the parents and families in the audience? Nothing I can say here will do justice to the unfailing support, help, commitment, and love you've poured into each and every single one of us here. Driving us to and from extracurriculars, the years of being there right by our sides each step of the way, to urge us forward when we were faltering and support us through wins and losses alike. You are our heroes, and to everything you've done, we are forever indebted. And I can only begin to voice my and our tremendous gratitude. And finally, thank you to all my friends and classmates. From goofing off at debate tournaments to grinding through group projects, from being there for each other in our darkest moments to cheering on our friends as they clinch championships. From lunches spent laughing to English classes filled with a healthy blend of poetry and PUBG. We've made too many memories for me to recount here, and we will keep this going. And, of course, all praise to the Most High. I'd like to thank God, whose grace and blessings without which none of us would be where we are today. Class of 2018, we have been through a lot. We've been through Salt Bay and Harambe. Name a more iconic duo. We've been through a gas leak and a suspicious package. We've been through a solar eclipse that made some of us think the world was ending. And an election cycle that made all of us think the world was ending. And then the tough times hit. And when they hit hard. This school year was marked by Hurricane Harvey. For many of us, it took everything we had. But we came back. Everyone came out of their houses and put on their boots and helped out however they could. Houston, strong. Brook, strong. We, Wolverines, are living proof that kindness, compassion, understanding, teamwork, love, they go a long way. Nobody knows that better than we do. That's what's allowed us to come together and come back even stronger than we were before. And I have friends, we all do, who still aren't back in their own homes and who are rebuilding them with their own bare hands. That sort of dedication and determination and courage is hard to come by. And it inspires me that we've got so much of it right here at Clearbrook. Despite the hardships we faced, we were able to keep on keeping on. This class's accomplishments have spanned activities and disciplines, time and place. From our football team, putting Brook back on the map, to our crazy good debate team, to our world-renowned robotics team, and our champion drumline, to our record academic showing, including the most students we've ever had qualified for the International Science and Engineering Fair. All of this diversity happens right here. We are Clearbrook. But then we had Parkland. And then we had Santa Fe. Just when we thought it was over, it happened again. And through our tears and prayers, we're all realizing that the systems we have in place just aren't cutting it. And nobody seems to be able to agree on just what to do. But we won't settle for that. Whether it's sit-ins or walkouts or marches or protests, whether it's people facing injustices or people wanting change, we are taking a stand. We might not know the way, but we're trying to figure it out. And that's what matters. In our high school careers, we've all learned a few lessons. First, adversity will hit at the most inopportune of moments. But no matter what hits us, we're stronger together and we can make it through. Second, Tide Pods are not for consumption. And plants, I'll just let the AP English test speak for itself. I can assure you none of us will ever look at berries the same anymore. And third, there is no WikiHow article for how to life. So as we look to the future, I could give you a string of verbs: dream, create, seek, read, learn, love, do. But I believe in our diversity, so I'll leave that up to you to choose your way. I just have one request. Please don't let the world dull your sparkle. Keep questioning. Keep challenging the norms. H-Town, be someone. Think beyond the limitations that are set upon you, whether they're by society or by yourself, or just by preconceived notions of what is and isn't possible. Don't stop. Don't settle. Keep questioning. Keep dreaming. Keep seeking. Keep doing. So as we leave high school with Yanny on our heads and Yeezys on our feet, don't forget this. Things aren't going to get better unless we do something about it. We are the ones who are tasked with building the world we are going to live in. It's our job to shape the future. If you want change, you have to enact it. Even if you do not know the way, things will be okay if you stick by what you stand for and you take action. Clearbrook High School class of 2018, when there is no way, make one. I believe in you. I believe in us. Wolverines, we can do it. Thank you.
Dr. Michelle Staley is the principal of Clearbrook. I now ask her and Assistant Principal Mr. Brian Palazzi to come forward to present the R.G. Summerford Award.
The R.G. Summerford Award is a very special award selected by the teachers at Clearbrook High School. This award is named in the honor of the first principal of Clearbrook High School. The students who receive this award are considered the most outstanding senior boy and girl. The students that represent our core values of trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. They are hardworking, well-rounded, driven, dedicated leaders in our school. So at this time, I would like to ask the following students to come forward to receive the R.G. Summerford Award for the class of 2018. Ryan Hamilton and Semantic Pyra. So good evening, graduates, trustees, parents, and distinguished guests. Welcome. We are very happy to have you here to share in celebrating the accomplishments of the graduating class of 2018. Before I address the students, however, I'd like to ask all of the former Clearbrook High School graduates to stand and be recognized. We are Clearbrook. To the class of 2018. So the other day I was in my car listening to the radio. A guest was speaking. It was a Green Beret. discussing the importance of Memorial Day. So one of the things he mentioned was why soldiers fight and how they fight for the people to the right and to the left of them, and how important it is for us as a nation to remember that, and that it's our job every day to get along with the people on our right and on our left. So the statement made me think of you, the class of 2018. For 4 years, I have watched you put other people before yourself in small acts of kindness, like turning in lost wallets and cell phones, or David and Michael coordinating students to honor our bus drivers with a surprise breakfast, to activities like the softball team, serving the staff at Hope Village Fashion Show, or Sod and Nick creating the CBHS Athletic Day to build relationships with our most special needs students. All of these acts of kindness show the class of 2018 looks out for fellow Wolverines to the right and to the left of them. Taking care of the person on our right and on our left also extended into your academic lives. You pushed and pulled and encouraged each other to take risks in the classroom, which enabled you and your peers to excel. For instance, our students who competed and won at the highest level of science fair. You researched issues you were passionate about and had the courage to present to your peers in our first ever TEDx event. You have shared your love of science with elementary students through the CBHS Created Course Club. Your accomplishments seem endless and are a humbling reminder of the imagination, work ethic, responsibility, and intelligence of this class. The person to our right and to our left, our friends, our classmates, our teammates, sometimes our competitors. You have inspired each other to perform and win at the highest levels in art, band, drumline, state champs, debate, HOSA, robotics, and a myriad of other events. On the athletic field, you put the time and the work into each sport, earning 21 scholarships to play at the next level, many at Division I schools. All of this does not happen without each of us relying on others, without relying on the person to the right and to the left of us. The class of 2018 has inspired me by their selflessness and their friendships. In all of my career, I have never had the privilege to lead such a unique and successful group of students. I will always remember you, and I hope that you will continue to take care I hope you will continue to take care of those of you on your right and on your left on your quest for the best. Thank you for a wonderful 4 years. Good luck to you, class of 2018. And as always, go Wolverines. Dr. Smith, can you please join me at the podium? Dr. Smith, I hereby certify that these students have successfully completed the course of study at Clearbrook High School as prescribed by the state of Texas. In addition, they have satisfied all of the graduation requirements as stipulated by the Board of Trustees of the Clear Creek Independent School District.
Dr. Staley, I accept your certification and hereby declare these students as graduates of Clearbrook High School and the Clear Creek Independent School District with all the honors, rights, and privileges. Congratulations.
To friends and family in the audience, in consideration for all families who deserve to hear their students' names be called, please be courteous and do not rob them of that special event with loud noise that would prevent the next name from being heard by all. Thank you. Seniors on stage and seniors in the first row, please rise.
The weather's
Valedictorian Symantec Pyra. Salutatorian Akil Vineet Majmadar. Class President, graduating summa cum laude, Saad Durrani. Class Vice President, graduating summa cum laude, Nicholas Lee Belletto. Class Secretary, graduating summa cum laude, Ava Shariat Madari. Class Treasurer, graduating summa cum laude, Ryan Leah Hamilton. Class Historian, Sarah Nicole Bertram. The students graduating summa cum laude are Brianna Celine Amador, Ryan James Brasso, Aaron Deanne Brownfield, Alejandro Enrique Campos, Roslyn Yim Won Cao, Taylor Thumb Yu Cao, Rachel Lee Christman, Rachel Francis Craig, Cormac William Couples, Gareth Michael Couples, Matilda Wynne Dow, Avan Thavonka De Silva, Omran Mahmoud Dwake, Caroline Elizabeth Fox, Christopher Wade French, Smitty Gandhi, Jordan Christopher Greenshield, Eva Rebecca Hernandez, Braden Andrew Hofer, Andrew Stephen Hollister, Zachary Scott Holman, Brittany Nicole Horchuk, Yi Ashley Wong, Ahona Tesneem Jabbar, Ryan Sungyun Kim, Kyle Eric Knobloch, Cameron Ann Kerner, Paige Elizabeth Kerner, Thomas Koo, Anish Shrikant Kulkarni, Amy Lee, Elizabeth Ann Lenz, Andrew Liu, Gan Liu, Amanda Shun Liu, Angie Baotrong Lee, Peyton Elizabeth Lin, Jared Daniel Mangum, Anthony Cole Massington, Elena Rose McNovich, Wyatt Aaron Miles, Gabrielle Renee Mills, Rachel Marie Mueller, Evita Eula Nagala, Angela Quinn Jam An Win, Evelyn Thung Tao Win.
Christopher Jacob Ogden. Jack Arthur Parkinson. Bhargav Parthasarathi. Mansi Jignesh Patel. Chris Anderson Peter Francis. Rachel Ann Pincus. Joseph Matthew Prasick. David Travis Pugh. Caitlin Ashley Pilo. Syed Cheyenne Rahman. Cindy Mariella Reyes Lazo. Megan Nicole Ridley. Alexander Kyle Rodriguez. Vashti Davy Singh. Jarrett Vaughn Smith. Eric Donald Spencer. Jacob Michael Strickland. Preston Allen T. Wanghan John Tai. Claire Elizabeth Tishy. Long Tran. Nikita Saipur Valeri. Gabrielle Johanna Wilcox. Jeffrey Thomas Wilson. Amarist Louise Wynn. The students graduating magna cum laude are Evan Charles Albright, Jasmine Grace Benjamin, Alexandra Elizabeth Bigsby, Ashley Nicole Broadhurst, Bailey Elise Buchanan, Molly Gwendolyn Bustos, Adriana Lynn Castle, Miles Chapman, Alyssa Rochelle Chotas, Dung Quoc Din, Nicholas Everett Gossett, Rujith Derek Gunawardena, Taylor Brooke Howard, Alice Jingwei Huang, Haley Huynh, Noah Anthony Johnson, Shannon Renee Jowers, Juliana Marie Judge, Austin Joy Kenyarothingal, Amy Trupmi Lung, Ayan Ali Mabub, Caitlin Lee Mann, Samantha Diane McCleary, Daniel Patrick Monks, Brooklyn Ray Moore, Carlin Victoria Moore,
Ravindu Manasinghe, Anita Muyong Nagala, Vincent Hung Nam Pham, Taylor Elizabeth Whitfield Presley, Ansley Madison Pulse, Hira Qureshi, Annabelle Marie Sully, Hunter Sheldon Smith, Amethyst Noel Williams, Joshua Philip Williams. The students graduating cum laude are Hanim Abu Hamra, Raneem Ahmed Abukmail, Joshua Enrique Barcinas, Nam Trong Bui, Fong An Sharon Bui, Brittany Vong Cao, Nikath Akbar Chowdhury, Alexis May Copeland, Amir Masagi Desat, Kyle Jade Dodge, Alexis Adriana Gammon, Madison Gail Gary, Kira Elizabeth Gauze, Demetrios Alexander Yanakopoulos, Anthony Tran Gwynn, Karina Manoj Harchanandi, Joanna Melissa Hernandez, Christiana Marie Indridson, Abigail Rose Yakubik, Tyler Dean Johnson, An Duan Kyun Lee, Katlee Ankang Lee, Urinsi Mediexel Magianis, Nicholas Adrian Martinez, Toby James McCreary, Madeline Sydney McGee, Catherine Elizabeth Maudlin, Aaron Din Nguyen, Demi Nguyen, Henry Lee Nguyen, Hong Viet Nguyen, Kevin Min Nguyen, Tyler Martin Puffer, Taisha Tiana Quarles, Dalton Dodge Reichart, Nicole Rochelle Richards, Morgan Kaylee Summers, Camden Allen Thompson, Luong Thien Tran, Lorenzo Michael Vredenberg, Andrea Leah Veronica Walker. The graduates are Gina Acosta, Nicole Acosta,
Alexa Kate Adams, Fatima Adnan, Elizabeth Ashley Aguilar, Frial Ahmed, Syed Imad Ahmed, Travion Marquay Allen. Aladdin Hussein Al-Malahi. Taylor Lillian Alvarez. Avion Jamal Anderson. Madison Abigail Anderson. Eduardo Andrade III. Jonathan Ryan Ard. Kevin Arredondo. Robert Eric Arredondo. Adeline Gabriele Arriaga. Brianna Nicole August. Alec Andrew Austin. Taylor Caprice Balky. Dwan Kim Ban. Brandon Michael Barber. Hector Mark Barboza. Alexander Duncan Berry. Alexis Lee Barton. Nikayla Kyrie Bell. Cheryl Ivana Bello. Jacob Andrew Marshall Bennett. Sydney Jean Berensweig. Jacob Cole Bergen. Sydney Lauren Beekert. Miranda Alexandria Bishop. Joseph Lyon Bidinger. Nathaniel Valentine Blaine. Zachary Richard Bame. Natalie Christina Boyer. Jacob Stephen Briand. Benjamin Ray Brooks. Jamal Richard Bryant. Nikita Budaraju. Micah Thomas Bulliner. Nicholas Lynn Bullion. Hunter Ainsley Butler. Sheridan Elizabeth Cabanis. Brianna Lizeth Campos. Yoshimi Campos. Brian Vong Cao. Braden Kennedy Cardenas. Zachary Daniel Caro. Christopher James Castillo. Kaylee Giselle Castro. Morgan Danielle Castro. Raymond Eric Castro. Colin John Chaconas. Amy Nicole Chapa.
Caleb Matthew Chapman. Kayla Corinne Chavez. Kendrick Trevorish Christian. Celeste Joel Clement. Jarrett Marcel Cafe. Jeremiah Kershawn Coleman. Cooper William Call. Madison Estella Concha. Demaje Rondell Cook. Tiffany Danielle Cooper. Maria Ashlyn Corona. Danielle Correa. Brittany Gail Cotton. Karen Lazette Covert Rubius. Brianna Lachey Collins. Ryan Travis Crockford. Jessica Elise Crowley. Bryce Scott Cron. Kaylin Brianne Crowlin. Ashley Elaine Sear. Alexander Abraham Daly. Jenny Tu Dang. Dwight Ramon Daniel. Dana Nicole Daniels. Franklin Dale Daniels. Amber Raylyn David. DeLacy Esperanza De Leon. Edward De Los Angeles. Ari Nicole DeBlanc. Caitlin Paige Delgado. Alexander Ross Denny Maddox. Cassidy Janice Denton. Tawn Tan Den. Lauren Nicole Donaldson. Kiera Nicole Dole, Yesenia Duran, Nicholas Ian Dusek, Hallie Alexis Dusso, Anosha EJ, Haya Ala Eladoli, Marissa Denise Elizaro, Benjamin Angel Elizondo, Christian Jesus Elizondo, Nika Giselle Corpus Esperon, Amanda Marie Estrada, Luke Anthony Etheridge, Cameron Blake Evans, Hamza Hassan Fidel, Danielle Inez Falou, Logan Matthew Ferreru, Paula Janice Flores Acevith, Alexis Marie Flores, Ashley Nicole Flores,
Rodolfo Flores Jr., Kirsten Renee Flores, Victor Enrique Flores, Kayla Lanier Ford, Bethany May Franklin, Sydney Mariah Freeman, Brandon Jason Lee Gaines, Jared Douglas Gale, Henry Abatuel Garcia, Isabella Maria Garcia, J. Zach Christian Garcia, Lillian Helena Garcia, Richard Allen Garcia, Tyler Ryan Garcia, Courtney Ann Garza, Destiny Marie Garza, Gabrielle Monique Gobert, Fiona Lynn Gavilan, Aiden Bryant George, Noor Hussein Ganam, Kevin Andrew Gibson, Peyton Lynn Gilmore, Jacob Daniel Gomez, Michaela Ann Gonzalez, Sierra Marie Gonzalez, Carolina Natalia Gonzalez, Paula Gonzalez, Isaac Ryan Gorey, Isaiah Brian Gorey, Jacob Edward Grumman, Joshua Nelson Green, Tristan Rule Payne Q. Guess, Isaac Anthony Gwynn, Satyakalyan Guntamakala, Aaron Keelan Gutierrez, Jennifer Gutierrez, Adam Jamal Hodge, Thomas Everett Hancock, Gabrielle Lee Hansford, Jada Nicole Harbin, Dakaria Jonte Harris, Crystal Marie Hart, Kamaya Chanel Hayes, Taylor Monique Hayes, Chase Myron Heyman, Linda Jillian Hebert, Jade Amarie Henderson, Ashley Judith Enriquez Aguilar, Jenny Marie Hernandez, Giovanni Jose Hernandez, Juan Pablo Hernandez, Luis Ernesto Hernandez, Jose Ignacio Herrera, Brylan Zykeith Hill,
you ready for me? Robert Elijah Hillman, Savannah Lou Hines, Caitlin Marie Hodges, Jessica Arnell Holland, Brandon Tien Hong, Jonte Andreas Horace, Joshua Clay Hornsby, Carter Preston Hulsey, Zachary Wayne Hulsey, Shayla Rain Hurtado, Madison Hutchinson Samero, Fatima Islam, Abigail Izagiri, Cynthia Rose Cervantes Jalufka, Safwan Meher Juani, Anthony Jaramillo, Sajin Rising Loon Jensen, Thomas Alujami Jensen, Faizan Rafiq Jetprawala, Monica Alexandra Jimenez Roa, Ernest Martell John, Nakia Joseph Johnson Jr., Rohan Anthony Jose, Nathan Sean Justin, Bilal Ali Kazmi, Savannah Alexandra Kimball Cook, Jeremy Frank Key, Joy Taylor Key, Kyle Spencer Kimball, Kayla Mariah King, Michaela Annalise King, Reagan K. Kringle, Alexandra Kredinsky, Jenna Ryan Legrand, Courtney Nicole Lanata, Phoebe Angelica Lane, Fernando Irving Langer, Matthew Ryan Lara, Amanda Leanne Lastofica, Darren Tyler Leslie, Brendan Clay Lewis, Rachel Marie Liftingham, Caleb Anthony Lamas, Damie Caitlin Bonice Logan, Madison Elaine Long, John Paul Longo, Carolina Marisol Lopez, Jacqueline Marlene Lopez, Mark Anthony Lopez, Caitlin Piper Loska, Hans DeLay Lonzo,
Gavin Anthony Machado, Amaya Jalis Mack, Kiana Celeste Macmillan, Jasmine Danielle Maldonado Escobedo, Ashton Lee Mano, Adam Ryan Martin, good. Ayana Elise Mason, Nadia Marie Mata, Alyssa Nicole Matheson, Kristen Marie Matthews, Joshua Peyton Mayfield, Lindsay Holly McClure, Treasure Darnice McGee, Juan Antonio Medellin, Andrew Jacob Medina, Jonathan David Medina, Sonny James Medina, Zachary Robert Medina, Delaney Brooke Meese, John Vincent Mendez, Isela Valeria Mendoza, Catherine Nicole Mendoza, Tanya Renee Mensch, Kevin Mesquititla, Mark Vincent Milton, Andy Constantine Myron, Ahmad Safwat Mohammed, Alyssa Renee Montemayor, Sierra Vanessa Montemayor, Cynthia Marie Moore, Bianca Alexis Morales, Kayla Ann Morgan, Derek Damone Morris, Brian Scott Mosley. Mohammed Harun Mughal. Adrian Munoz. Chloe Elise Murphy. Robert Charles Nally III. Corbin Ashley Nally. Hector Naranjo Valle. Azka Nasim. Okay. Mohammed Moiz Nasim. Anderson No. Ann Wynn. Karen Wynn. Cassie Nicole Wynn. Lin Fong Wynn. Long Huang Wynn. Mia Trong Wynn. Sang Tan Wynn. Tien Tan Wynn.
Victor Tang Wen, Joseph Warren Nixon III, Benjamin Robinson Nye, Dylan Christian Oliveras, Alex Jordan Ortiz, Jonathan David Ortiz, Ayana Sherelle Osagi, Savannah Jade Osis, Azaria Jada Paniagua, Andrew Chase Parker, Camila Raquel Parra, Max William Pearson, Raven Davis Parker, Max William Pearson, Jonathan Matthew Pena, Grace Elizabeth Perales, Jonathan Ariel Perla Fuentes, Philip James Perry, Nicole Marie Petty, Drandy Pham, Justin Pham, Alexandria Nicole Phillips Sanfilippo, Victoria Alexis Pittman, Kedron Alexander Pradia, Carrington Samori Praler, Oscar Aldair Prasadio, Kenneth Alexander Pre, Nathaniel Carl Prevost II, Jingbo Kiao, Josue Alexander Quintanilla, Alexis Marie Ramirez, Caitlin Marie Brooke Ramsey, Cassandra Razzo, Allison Elise Reimer, Noah Dominic Resendez, Jason Michael Rios II, Anna Marie Robledo, Annabelle Lorraine Rodriguez, Brianna Desiree Karen Rodriguez, Logan Alberto Rodriguez, Brittany Nicole Rojas, Andy James Romero, Chance Ryan Romero, Chase James Romero, Jair Aegis Romero, Kyron K. Ross, Sarah Leanne Rowe, Bennett Arthur Ruby, Brandon James Russell, Jordan Tyler Russell, Sarah Jane Rutherford, Sydney Alexandra Saladrigas,
Olivia Nicolene Sandoval, Joshua Aaron Conup Sargent, Taja Monique Nicole Scales, Elena Patricia Schmidt, Peyton Elise Schultz, Jana Alahivna Seraphin, Hamiz Jamal Siddiqui, Stephen Tidy Malacero Simon, James Austin Smiter. Amber Nicole Smith. Dalton Gage Smith. Travion Michael Smith. Carson James Smotherman. Maya Elizabeth Soto. Monique Ariana Soto. Jamia Monet Spence. Brian Steer. Alexander Quentin Steinman. Shaylee Alexis Stewart. Price Cameron Still. Jacob Roy Strike. Sam Edward Summer. Maggie Nicole Stufen. Sierra Diane Sutton. Rachel Kalela Taylor. Elias Musashi Thomas. Maria Ellen Thompson Reeves. Zainab Amira Torrance. Brandon Tan Tran. Timothy Nicholas Trevino. Zuli Nilsa Trevino. Man Gia Truong. Neha Sanjay Udeshi. Nicholas Andreas Uribe. Brandon Lee Valdez. Ethan Timothy Vela. Michael Villarreal II. Brody Frank Weedle. Malcolm Kentrail Weston. Emery Layla Marie Wheeler. Lexi Lee Whitworth. Tiffany Lee Wilcox. Carson Logan Williams. Zachary Dean Williamson. Amira Selena Wilson. Chelsea Tamara Wilson. Aaron Clark Winger. Christopher Adam Winkler. Clark Jacob Wolub. Hannah Abigail Wolf. Marlena Brunel Woods. Manal Yaha. Dana Awad Zaydan. Val Vadimovich Zhukov.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Members of the 2018 graduating class of Clearbrook High School, please move your tassels from the left to the right. At this time, our class officers and senior members of Company B will lead the school song.